Everyone, it's me, it's Johnny, and welcome to a different video, because I am recording this separately from the gameplay. Usually, in my Lucky Island series I kinda do both, but now I don't. Shut up. This is basically so I can convey my points a little bit better, and I don't, like, mess up while I'm fighting someone, and I can just get my points through as best as I possibly can. I hope it's gonna be good, because I haven't really gotten a script for this video. I just have to have a few notes, and we're gonna talk about the Lucky Islands update that dropped like a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, more than 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's been a while. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about the update because Lucky Islands is my main game, and I have some opinions on the update. Alright, so first of all, to catch up to speed, what was the update about again? Basically, it added a new overpowered mode to the game, as well as some quality of life changes, but these quality of life changes were so small that I honestly already forgot what they were. So what the update was really about was this new cool mode, basically, overpowered mode. And it basically added a bunch of new cool items, as well as beefing up some older items to be more powerful. And that really was about it. And for the most part, I have to say that this update isn't bad, but it's also not very good. It's a little bit in the middle. It's some good ideas, but the execution could have been way better in my opinion, and that's due to two different things. And I'm going to describe them by using fake words that sound cool. And those fake words are accessibility and restriction. I'm going to explain what that means. So accessibility first, and I'm talking about the accessibility of the new content of the update. This new update, like I said, added a new mode, but as some of you might know, you need a rank in order to vote for what mode you want to play in. And the minimum requirement for that is a diamond rank, which for me personally, someone with an I rank, is about like $50, I think, 54 euros, I don't know how. I'm not good with currency. A lot of money, basically. Not everyone is going to be able to vote. In fact, a very small percentage of people can vote on this mode. So if you are like me and you do not have a diamond or higher rank, you basically have to hope that someone with a sufficient rank comes into your lobby and decides, yeah, we want to play overpowered mode today, let's go. And that doesn't really happen a lot. In my video, which was supposed to be about the new update, I only got to play it once out of like 20 games or something, which was kind of bad. Basically, you cannot really experience the update like whenever you want. You basically have to get lucky, which, I mean, isn't a theme with the game, I guess, but I don't really like it. Now, obviously, this is not a new thing for CubeCraft, this is in other games as well. It's basically in every single game. I think for Lucky Islands it's just a little bit different, because there are fewer people with ranks who sweat Lucky Islands compared to like Skywars or Egg Wars. And also because, well, I play a lot of Lucky Islands, so I notice it a bit more. So this isn't like a huge deal, I get it. CubeCraft employees need to eat too, they need to make money somehow. And so I get why they would sell these ranks with all these perks. I'm just a little bit mad at the moment that I can't really experience the update whenever I feel like it. In a few months this isn't going to be a huge deal to me anymore. What is going to be a big deal to me though is the second point, which is restriction, and the restriction of new items. In the new overpowered mode, they, like I said, added a bunch of new items as well, and these items are pretty cool. As far as I'm aware, there are 4 of them. Let me quickly check it. So the new items they added are the lifesteal sword, the shulker sword, the explosive boots, and the fire chest plate. And those are some amazing new items, let me tell you. These items are very cool, and I cannot use them in any other mode at all. They're completely locked behind overpowered mode, and I honestly don't really understand why. Because all of these items are not very overpowered at all when you compare it to a few other items in the game, like the wooden sword and the grappling hook bow, which are both very good. And even the fire sword, in my opinion, is better than the shulker sword, or maybe even the lifesteal sword. I haven't really played with the lifesteal sword yet, unfortunately. I've played around with shulker sword though, and I can safely say that I've not managed to hit anyone with my shulker bullets yet, compared to the fire sword, which does do that. So The only real reason why they are in overpowered mode right now is because they also added a bunch of enchantments on top of them. Like, I think for the Shogun Sword you get a standard sharpness 2 on it, which makes it pretty good. But only in overpowered mode and not in normal mode, because if you just take away the enchantments, it's perfectly fine for normal mode. Now again, there are gonna be people who are gonna say like, oh, but in other modes, like in Egg Wars and Sky Wars, there are also items restricted to the overpowered modes. Like, you can't get diamond armor in normal Egg Wars, you can't get levitation or blindness arrows in normal Sky Wars, you can only get those in the other. You get what I mean? Yeah. I really need to write scripts for this, aren't I? Anyway, now I feel like the difference between these game modes is that, like I said, the items added in here really are only OP because they added these enchantments. If you were to put like any of the good items, like even in like regular mode, if you have a diamond chest plate in Egg Wars where you can usually only get iron, that's OP. That's very OP, and I don't know why they would add that, but compared to the items that have been added in the update, I really see no universe in which they shouldn't be in normal mode if they would just scrape the enchantments off. It's like if they added the fire sword and gave it sharpness 2 and then said, no, you cannot use it in normal mode because it's the fire sword, it's in the new update, it's very cool. But as we can see, which is basically what they did to the Shulker Sword, and I'm mainly talking about the Shulker Sword right now, but the other items really aren't that great as well. Fire Chestplate, you're basically sacrificing a good armor slot, a chestplate, for a chance to set your opponent's Fire Lifesteal Sword. You're basically swapping away an item that would do more damage for maybe getting a bit of health back. And the explosive boots, well, they're just funny, and I just want them in normal mode. They're not even that great. Like, maybe you should extend like the charged TNT timer before it explodes, maybe like an extra second if that's possible. But even then, none of these items should be restricted to overpowered modes, and that's really what I'm saying. Now, some of you might be wondering, well, Johnny, why is that such a big deal to you? Well, that's basically mainly because I really just want some new content in the normal mode. I've been playing this game for like a year now, and well, in the last update, which was about a year ago, since then nothing has been added, and I'm honestly kind of mad that this update just didn't do anything. They and it would have been fine if it was just all like OP items, I would get that, but the fact that they added these new items and I could see them work in normal mode so easily if they just removed the enchantments, kind of makes me teeny tiny bit mad, honestly. But, well, that's really about it about the update. Aside from that, nothing really is there to comment on, because it was basically just a new mode, and like I said, the quality of life stuff really is so minor that there isn't much to say about it. One thing I will say though is that I don't know if they fixed it yet. I haven't played Lucky Islands in a few days, but back when the update still started, I think a few of the overpowered mode perks accidentally got into normal mode, or they just did it. Like, grappling hook would still like get TNT primed when you fly away, and the lightning iron block thing were 2 iron blocks. It just kind of feels like it belongs in the overpowered mode, not normal mode. I don't know if they fixed it yet. I just thought it was kind of funny. And honestly, if they did decide to do that on purpose, why wouldn't they just add the Frost Path Decay thing? That's such a cool idea. Now I'm just kind of hoping for these new things in the update and not really giving any critiques. Basically, this update was pretty good. Like I said, the overpowered mode, when you play it, it's very fun. I really enjoy it. I'm kind of sad that I can't play it a lot and that the new items in there are not in normal mode. And well, if those are your only complaints, then it's not a bad update. Like I said at the start, it just didn't execute the ideas very well, in my opinion. And well, that was about it for today, I guess. I hope my ramblings made a little bit of sense to you, and I hope I can somehow make a 10-minute video out of this, because that would be funny. Like and subscribe for more things. I have a couple of ideas for videos in the future, mainly related to Lucky Islands, but also to like a couple of other things within CubeCraft that I just like to talk about. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and have a nice day as usual.